Okay, next experiment, design a narrow band pass filter to have a band stop frequency. There are notch frequency as 1 kilohertz. So what is narrow band stop filter is? So it is a filter which is going to stop. I should attenuate only the frequency given by Fn, and it should allow all other frequencies. So it can be obtained by cascading uh, that is high pass filter followed by low pass filter. So FH is actually should be less than FL. It is obtained, the narrow band pass filter is one which is having a sharp band stop frequency. So I will show you the design. You can follow the manual for the design and all. So it is done by having two twin T-shaped network. So one network is resistor. For that we have a capacitor of 2C, and another one is two capacitor C value, capacitor C, and resistor is actually R by 2. So here we are using R is equal to 15K. You have to use half of that, 7.5K you have to use. Here if you use C value of 0.01 and 0.01, you have to use twice of the capacitor value. So this is a circuit diagram of notch filter. So you can see the narrow band reject filter is also known as notch filter. Notch filter provides maximum attenuation at F0 or Fn is equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. What is the value of RC is, which we have used the same value of R and C in the twin network, twin T shaped RC network. Okay, it is a passive twin T network as relatively low value of the Q. That is, a Q means figure of merit. Okay, so the design and all we are going to do here. So you can follow this design. Okay, Fn is given by 1 by 2 pi RC. F is equal to 1 kilohertz. So if you assume C value as 0.01, R value by using this formula you are going to get approximately 15K. So once you know the value of C and R, so R by 2 is, you can choose this one as 7.5K. 7.5K, and C 2 times of C is 2 times of 0.01 is 0.02. So standard value is 0.022 microfarad. So you can connect like this. See this capacitor you can come down also. You can write down also. If you want, you can write also. That side also you can consider while writing the diagram instead of overlapping. So I am writing upper side. So if you want, you can write like I showed here. You can write down also like this. You can write like this also. So that is left to you. Two capacitors, one resistor down, and two resistors, one capacitor should be connected to the ground. So I in that multisim I connected capacitor upper side and grounded. So both are same. This is similar to coming down and shorted to this because this ground and this ground are same now. So after that is a op amp. So op amp, get the op amp from the place component op amp, you have to get it. And please note down, in this op amp no need to invert. Let the plus terminal at the top only, minus is at the bottom. So 2 to 6 you have to short, is actually makes a voltage follower. This is actually voltage follower. This is the RL. Okay, this if you want you can change the value to RL, load resistance RL label. So RL is 10 kilo ohm. This R1, this is actually in the multisim you cannot label two resistors as the same name. Okay, R I cannot write R same R here. So multisim will not support. So all the components should have different values. So here the formula is 1 over 2 pi RC. No, the value of R is this. This is also R. This is also R, and this is R by 2. So R by 2 I gave the name as R by 2. And this is C value. This is also C value, and 2 times of C is I gave the name as 2C. So this is C. This is C. This is C by 2C. This is R. This is also R, and this is 2R. Okay, sorry, not 2R. It is R by 2. So R slash 2 I tried to give, but it is not taking. So you should avoid that to slash and all. You should not give space also in the name. So R by 2 I written like this only. Okay. So next, you have to get a signal generator from here. So you have to get the signal generator from right side. You can see function generator. So using this, it is connected here. What are the settings you have to do? You can note down here. Set the frequency to 100 hertz, amplitude to 2. Okay. Select sinusoidal waveform. For this, if you double click on this, you have to select. So get, after placing op amp, place component in the basic, you take 1, 2, 3, 4 resistors you have to take. Okay, you have to double click on the values and you have to change the values to 15k, 15k, 7.5k and 10k, and place component 3 capacitors, 0.01, 0.01, that is C value. 2 times I is 0.022 microfarad you have to select, and you have to select VDD from the power supply, plus VDD and minus VEE. By default 5 volts and minus 5 volts will be there. You have to double click and change the value to minus 12 and plus 12 and minus 12. 7 is connected to the plus 12 VDD. 4 is connected to the VEE, whose value is minus 12 volts. And from the function generator, you give the input to this point. And to plot the graph, I think here we are using some different method. If you use instead of Bode plotter, we can use CRO also. So that you can see here, CRO is connected. First channel is connected to the output. Channel B is connected to the input. I'll show both with the Bode plot and with the signal generator. So now connection, everything is over. Make sure that your connection is correct, fully correct. So now I will run this simulation. It is actually, you have to do AC sweep. If you are using function generator CRO, you have to use AC sweep. If you use Bode plotter, then you can do interactive. So it is AC sweep. So I'm going to show both. So this is AC sweep. So simulate analysis and simulation setup. So there, instead of interactive, this is interactive. Instead of interactive, you have to go to AC sweep. In the AC sweep, starting frequency is 1 hertz, ending is 200 kilohertz. So change the value, double click and change the value. If you want, you can change 100 kilohertz also. So our center frequency is 1 kilohertz. So I will change this one to 100 kilo is sufficient. Okay, I'm varying the frequency from I can take okay, but not 100. So I'll start from 1 hertz only. From 1 hertz, I'm varying up to 100 kilohertz. Sweep type is decade. Okay, and number of points per decade is 100. Vertical is also decibel. Okay, now save this. Now run this. So it should be AC sweep. Okay, now if you run this, let us see the simulation now. So now you are going to get this type. Okay, if cursors are not available, okay, you are going to get like this narrow band stop AC sweep. So you can see here what is the center frequency. It is approximately at 1 kilohertz. It is stopping. So this is gain is more, no? It is allowing all the frequencies here, lower frequencies from 1 hertz to 1 kilo up to here. It is passing all the frequencies, and from here it is allowing all the other frequencies also. Only at 1 kilohertz, nearer to 1 kilohertz, you are getting attenuation. So if you want to see the cursor, you select this cursor. So now you can select this, and you can see what is the center frequency here. So this is around see here, it is changing now. This x1 you see, it is around 1.03k, 1.03k. All of you see here 1.03k kilohertz. So around 1 kilohertz, it is giving. It is you can see the gain is almost reduced. So it is giving y almost I think it is minus 33, minus 31.8. Y value. Y value is actually minus 31.82 decibel. Okay. And if you want to find the magnitude, so around here you have to put first value and second value. 3 dB from 31. 31 minus 3 is how much? 31 minus 3 is 28. So you have to give 28. This is also 28. So y1 is 27. I think actually 28 should come. Approximately this. Both should be at 28 only. Approximately it is 29 and 28. So difference you can see delta y around 3 dB you are going to get. Now you can check delta x. So around 50 hertz. The bandwidth is 50 hertz. Okay, the bandwidth is 50 hertz. So it is attenuating all the frequencies. Okay, it is attenuating all the frequencies nearer to 1 kilohertz. Or if you want, you can take 3 dB from this end. So here the gain is you can find out. Here also you can get again find out. You see how to check the bandwidth here. So I taken center frequency here from this 3 dB I have taken. Or if you want, you can take according to yours. Here where I am showing only thing is here at 1 kilohertz. The you are getting a sharp attenuation at 1 kilohertz, and it is gain is more at remaining frequency. This is how to see the output in the using CRO. Instead of this, I'll show you how to do it using a Bode plot. So to do that, you have to stop the simulation. To stop the simulation, after that I will delete this. Now instead of that, I'll use a Bode plotter. If I use a Bode plotter, so negative negative I will short it. Negative negative I will short it, and output should be connected to this voltage pointer. You can remove it. Output is connected to here, and input I want to connect to input side. So this is actually Bode connect. This one I will set at the Bode plot. This I will connect to uh, I think last program we did some this settings. We'll see that one only. So this both should be it should be in the magnitude log 100 kilohertz, then 5 hertz, 100 kilohertz and 5 hertz, 100 kilohertz and 5 hertz. So same thing I will do here. 100 kilo and 5 hertz. Increment is 5 hertz. 100 kilo 5 hertz log. I think this is 50 and minus 50. 50. This is minus 50. 50 and minus 50. Okay. So now click close this. So I will run this now. So for this I think AC step is not required. So you can directly go to uh, interactive only for if you use oscilloscope you require AC sweep, otherwise interactive is sufficient. So now I'll just this is an interactive, so just run it. Okay, now you can see like this. Okay, see here the uh, notch frequency is 1 kilohertz, 1.03 kilohertz. With design value is 1 kilohertz. Practically also in the simulation we are getting FN as 1.03 kilohertz. So it is allowing all the frequencies less than 1 kilohertz and greater than kilohertz. Exactly at 1 kilohertz, the gain is reduced. The gain is very less. You can see gain is very less, and it is going to attenuate that particular frequency. Thank you.